For today's melt, since I have 15.5 troy ounces of 3/9 fine silver shot and some 3/9 fine bars that I wasn't too happy with, and a miscellaneous chunk here, I'm going to try to pour some RFT bars today, seeing if I can get 7 just over 2 troy ounce bars a piece. We'll be using the Devil Forge, of course. I wasn't too happy with the second 2 pours. You can see that there's some chipping, if you will, on that one and some indentations on this one. So I'm gonna have to remelt these again. 6 good bars out of it, and I do have a small piece that's about 1 1/4 troy ounces that I'll melt on the future melt. Now I gotta get those in the rock tumbler, get them tumbled up pretty good. That way we can remove some of that discoloration on the top, but I think those will stamp nicely. I'll be back in my room after those have tumbled. All right, we've had the bars tumbling for about 35 minutes. I wanted to check on them. The only one I'm a little concerned with is this one. It had a little bit of the graphite stuck to it. I'm probably just gonna leave it like it is. If I were to sand it down anymore, then I probably would scratch it a little bit. We'll stamp it anyway. It does have a little bit of a dimple in the middle, so the stamp may not come out that well. If the front stamp does not come out well, I'll probably end up remelting that one, but maybe it gives it a little character. We're gonna leave it on there. You can see the bars came out really nice. They all have somewhat of a small dimple in the middle though, so I'm hoping my stamp, I might have to place it just a little bit higher than normal. That way we don't have any stamping issues. We'll figure that out. I know on previous bars that I've stamped, the F in RFT or the T in RFT doesn't come out as good if there's a slight dimple like that because it doesn't get a clean strike. And if I do stamp it and try to get the middle detail, then I get some of the rim of the stamp on the stamping as well. But at the end of the day, the backs came out pretty nice. The sides came out pretty nice. These are pretty good pours overall. A little bit of breakage there, but what are you gonna do? Now that they've been tumbled, I've got to get them weighed up and I've got to keep them in heaviest to lightest order so that I stamp them correctly. Let's go ahead and kick it off with this first one, 2.44. Yeah, I knew I poured them a little bit heavy. I was trying to get them around 2, 2 1/4, like that one, 2.28. And then this one, 2.31. And bar 4, 2.30. And this one, 2.40, and the odd one, 2.25. So that is the order: 244, 240, 231, 230, 228, and 225. So all from 2 1/4 troy ounces up to 2.44 troy ounces. Kind of where I wanted them, a little bit heavy. If I would have kept them around 2, 2 1/4, I would have got that 7th one instead of having 1 1/4 ounces left. But either way, we'll save that for another melt. Now I got to get these stamped. I won't be showing the stamping process because I am not that great at it. So let me get them stamped. We'll be back and see what they look like. We have got the stamping done. And again, I'm not the best at it. We've got to practice, but we've got bar number 42, 2.4 ounces. Bar 43, 2.4 ounces. Bar 44, 2.3. 45, 2.3. 46, it was 2.28. We made it 2.3. And on bar 47, I went ahead and added the extra digit because it's not really enough to make it 2.3. We'll make it 2.25. Now you'll notice that 2 of these bars, I stamped the 3/9 fine on the back. And we'll get into that in a second. That's how I've always stamped them. But on some of the other bars, I decided to kind of test the waters a little bit here. You can see that because of the dimple, I needed to raise the stamp on this. And I didn't get the full stamp on the top, but I wanted to kind of complete the front with something else. So I added 3/9 fine on that one. This one, like I said, we got it all on the back because when I stamped the front, this was my test one. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. So I put the 3/9 fine on the back, but that's what happens when there's a little bit of a dimple. It's hard to get the full stamp. Bar 44, we got it all on the front just like this. This bar came out really nice. We had a good stamp, and that's because I lowered it from where it would go, and I added the 3/9 fine to the front, and of course, all the information on the back. Bar 45, I do it every 10 bars. I don't know what happened, but I guess when I reset it, I didn't reset it well, and we've got another DDO, if you will. What a bummer. And sideways. But either way, it adds character. I have a lot of requests for when I mess up and misstamp, so I'll leave it like this for now. If for some reason it doesn't sell or no one wants it, then of course I'll just remelt it and get it set up. Bar 46, we put the 3/9 fine on the back because this one, the center was not dimpled as much, and it came out really nice as far as the stamp. So because it came out nice, I put the information on the back. And then finally, bar 47, 225. We thought we moved it aside far enough, but it didn't get the whole play button on there. Either way, every bar is unique in its own way. And of course, if anyone is interested in my bars, you just got to send me an email and I'll get you a price for whatever bars I have left. We only have 6 this time. And of course, all my bars will always come with a COA, a signed COA, and a jeweler's bag to keep them protected, as well as shipping costs will be included, or basically no additional charge. Hopefully you enjoyed this RFT silver bar pouring video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, happy stacking, and thanks for watching.